Hello everyone, it's Nick here. I'm glad you could join me today. This vlog, what's this vlog about? I've got it written down here. Very professional here. Oh yes, this vlog is about the limited ads situation that's been happening to YouTube. You might be interested in this, you might not be. I know most of you there just watch the channel for the gaming videos. Some people watch it and they run their own channels as well, but I like to give you a bit of depth in behind the scenes as well if I can, because it's, gives you a bit of an understanding of what's going on really. We do have another channel, which I mentioned before, called Data Purge, where we don't put too many videos on that one, but it's more immediate than this because this channel is planned about 2 weeks in advance. On the Data Purge one, there's no really set schedule, so if something happens, I can put a video on that straight away. So on that one, not many people have seen this video because I sort of underestimated how long it takes to build up a channel and get people watching it. But on that video, we did put up one that would address a lot of the points that recently come up on this new Twitter policy. They've got a new algorithm that searches its way through to try to see, in terms of advertising, what videos are user friendly and so forth, because not all advertisers want to be associated with all different types of videos. So before I come to that then, we will just put this video up now, then I'll jump back in at the end. Okay, see you in a little bit. Some twit comes on with an orange tint on the camera in a minute. Now, on my other channel, Njenkin, we've sort of planned 2 weeks in advance. This one's a bit more reflective of that. It is monetized, but at the moment it's not in a case you can make money from it. You need thousands and thousands of views. Lots of small YouTubers do monetize their channels as a little bit of extra additional income to just gradually build up, and you do get something back when you know that you're gradually building, going in the right direction. So it's like pocket money, really. Now recently, I woke up and signed on to the main channel. If you're a YouTube creator, you might experience something similar there, where a lot of the videos have been demonetized, so removed from the monetized system. So although you've taken time to make them, you can no longer make money from them. And the reason given is that the video was not suitable to all advertisers. What? So examples, they thought it was either bad language involved or violence, or the videos of a nature that they didn't want their brand associated with. Now, I haven't got any videos like that. I deliberately don't use any bad language. You know, I don't put up threatening videos or political videos, anything like that, which are controversial. I understand YouTube just run a big algorithm, and if your videos got knocked, well, that's just tough luck. So algorithms never work perfectly, do they? So fair enough. So how would one appeal this decision? Because if it's an algorithm, you've got to have a way of appealing. I'll put up some graphics about this as well, because I have a number of videos a bit oddly affected. I'm still scratching my head to see why, because if you're being knocked down even before you start, you think, YouTube, why should I even bother? It's a bit of a body blow. So yeah, so you can appeal the decision. Well, so the thing said. So that's what I did. So I clicked on the first button and it said, yeah, abusive language, things like that. So it's just generic and not necessarily saying it's definitely got that in the video, but that's what the algorithm has picked up. So what screen did I come to? Which I'm sure a lot of you that run your channels come to. It said here, unable to review videos until they have at least 1,000 views in the past 7 days. Well, none of my videos are going to have that. You need quite a large channel to get 1,000 views straight away. That's unacceptable. Why have YouTube done that? I'll tell you why they've done it. Because they know this algorithm is going to hit so many channels, a lot of them, or so many videos, a lot of them unfairly. They just would not have the manpower to manually check all these videos. So you think, right, okay, so I had a sizable amount not demonetized. I'm not doing this as a living at the moment, so I'm not losing hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Larger channels have a big significance, but you know, if you're gradually building, it does affect you. You think, forget you then, YouTube. I'm going. Why should I bother? So appealing them is not doable for me, because I'm not going to get 1,000 in 7 days unless something absolutely crazy happens. Now, I can see why YouTube had to implement something, because apparently they've been losing a lot of advertisers leaving the platform because they're seeing their videos, their adverts automatically coming up on inappropriate content they don't want to be associated with. So YouTube have got to stop that flow. What have they done? They've brought in this algorithm, and it's clunky, it's not very good. And I'm sure they'll work on it, but for the individual right at the bottom of this whole thing, trying to make ends meet or make money, is absolutely disastrous. I've seen on Twitter people have got pages and pages and pages of videos that have hit. I've just got a dozen or so. So if I can't appeal it, rather than leave YouTube, what am I going to do? I mean, I'm not sure. I think YouTube is losing its effectiveness as a money-making platform for content creators gradually. That's why they're going to other sites like Patreon to get donations, that sort of thing. So whether that's the future for me, I do not know. So what can I do in the meantime if I can't appeal? I try to have a look at the videos to see how this algorithm is actually caught them. One of them is a Ghostbusters video. Whether it's linking into key search words like the undead or the dead, something like that, so I might have to dumb it down. This is bad. I mean, the good thing about YouTube used to be that anyone could put a subject on, no matter how controversial. Right of free speech, you could, to a degree, you can't disseminate hate, but you could talk about anything. It's a whole thing. Now, as soon as it gets homogenized and that's brought back into really regulated, everyone's going to be doing the same thing, a bit like the modern day gaming market, the same games come out each year rather than the retro ones, which I prefer, where you've got all different subjects and everyone's more rewarded and it's more exciting and inventive. So I don't want it to go down that single robotic route. But anyway, looking at the videos, I had a 2-week roundup. So every 2 weeks I look at all the videos I've done on that channel, Njenkin 7, and try and assess what are the best videos. I don't know why that, I've looked all the way through that, I don't know why that's been flagged. There's an older video on the Commodore Amiga called The Battle of Medway, where essentially it's an arcade conversion of a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up. There's search words like battle, war, fighting, whether that needs to be taken out because the advertisers don't want to be associated with war or violence. So that rules out all your Grand Theft Auto games being monetized, doesn't it? Very, very bizarre. Now, these two I can see, which I can do something about. It's a bit too late for me to... These videos are pending. I haven't gone live with them, but it's a bit too much for me to delete them and then re-upload them with different names. It takes about 3 or 4 hours, so I'll let them go. They probably would have made $1, $2 anyway. One is Drive Club. It's called Hot Laps. Oliver's Landing Hot Laps, I think. So whether this might not definitely be the case, but whether it's the algorithm has got onto Hot Laps and thinks it's something to do with lap dancing, things like that, and flagged it, click on appeal. Hasn't got 1,000 views, so I won't be able to appeal it. And you won't be able to appeal private videos if you've got those, because they're not going to have views anyway. So that's something I can work on. The other one, similar, Drive Club again. The racetrack's called Italian Stallions. Whether they think that's something a bit rude, possibly the case, that's as well. And there's a few other ones as well where maybe the search things are there. So although this is disastrous for a lot of people, it's something potentially, and first of all I thought it was just something on me, but it's a lot of people who's been hit throughout the YouTube categories. Apparently this has been happening for a while with other categories, but it's only just recently hit on gaming. So it's something I can work on, but if you're doing it as a full-time living, which I'm not at the moment, it's a bit like going to work, putting in a full day's work, and not knowing if you're going to get paid or not, unless you watch every single word you say. So if you've been caught up in this, tell me what you think. Is it bad? Is it good? Is it long term? Is it going to be good? And we'll see. But it's a bit of a body blow. It makes it 10 times tougher for new channels to build up. It used to be that any channel could set itself up and monetize straight away, which lent itself a bit to fraud, where fraudsters were uploading other people's videos and monetizing them straight away, and then YouTube raised the threshold that you need 10,000 views first of all, and I thought that was a good thing. So that stamped that out. So they try and think about things. They had to do something, but this algorithm needs some work. So yes, let me know what you think about that. Agree, disagree, and till next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Okay, hello again. Now, Did you find that interesting? Did you find that not interesting? But anyway, the situation remains. There's this limited ad algorithm that's going through, and as I mentioned in that video, that unless you've got 1,000 views within 7 days, or at some point, you can't actually appeal it, so you're at the mercy of the algorithm. So you've got to try and live with it, really. Now this my particular channel isn't that big, as you might have noticed. Bigger than Data Purge, but not that big all the same. Someone on Twitter mentioned, I can see why the big channels are getting all uppity or annoyed about this thing, but why are the smaller channels? It makes no difference to them, they're not making any money, anything like that. Well, that is true, but all smaller channels want to be bigger channels, really, or most of them do, and although they get like fractions from their videos, like 10 pence there, 50 pence here, maybe $1 if they're lucky, because that money's coming in, you can see it as pocket money, you can see, okay, look, there's a path going forward here where I could be a big channel if I continue doing this. Now, if these smaller channels keep getting knocked down with these limited ads or no ads at all, and they're making no revenue for the videos they're putting up, then the path is sort of like obscured by bracken and trees, and they can't get to where they need to go. So a lot of them will unfortunately give up. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube about I'm quitting YouTube, this, that, and the other, which I thought about doing, but I don't really want to do. Basically, the algorithm's in its early stages still. Hopefully it will improve, so I'll keep going to see how that goes, really. But yeah, I mean, if you're a smaller channel, you want to see a pathway, a clear pathway to becoming a larger channel, or you're not going to bother. So in answer to that question, that's why smaller channels are getting bothered about it, because they see that the pathway to greatness is completely and utterly blocked. So it's trying to work out what's going on with the algorithm. I've been trying to look at search words, what causes it, but it's still a bit of a mystery to me. I've put down an example of some videos that have been blocked and some haven't. Right, Grand Theft Auto 4, you think, oh yeah, that's going to get blocked. No, that wasn't blocked at all. That didn't get triggered by the algorithm. That's all okay. Okay, fair enough. Alex Kidd, a cute platformer, that's deemed not okay for advertisers. I don't swear in that. I might say the occasional blast. A lot of Drive Club vids have been hit by it. Treasure Island Dizzy. Now that's on the ZX Spectrum. That's a cute little game where you control an egg trying to save yoke folk from a very pleasant, non-violent era in the 80s in terms of gaming. Planetoids. Again on the Spectrum from 1982, that's an Asteroids clone. Again, I'm perplexed. And also one of the 2 weeks roundup there. So I don't mind there being rules on YouTube to stop things, because the ultimate of this was to stop advertisers having their adverts placed on terrorist videos and things like that, because that wouldn't look too good. McDonald's saying I'm loving it in front of a terrorist hate sort of like campaign, but they didn't want that at all, which is fair enough. I understand it. So the rules have got to be there. The rules have got to be there. But it's just as I understood them, to be honest with you. It's a bit hard to plan to stay by the rules if you don't know what's going to physically happen. Yeah. So at the moment, to try and help creators, there's a new tab in the videos when they sign into YouTube. You can click on it and you can list all the videos that are limited or with no ads. And again, to try and help you, that doesn't work. Some videos come up that aren't limited. Sometimes one day a video might be limited, another day it might not be limited. I haven't got a clue what's going on. So hopefully this could improve. But if you've been reading my Twitter feed, I've been getting all het up about this. So what I've decided to do is, because I'm not really in the thousands and thousands of views yet, I thought, right, just chill, Nick. Just keep doing what you're doing. The amount of videos might go down naturally because I've got less time. But just keep doing what you're doing. Just chill about it, and eventually it'll work itself out. Is that a good plan? Do you think that's a good plan? Anyway, thank you for watching the videos as always. I thought I'd just keep a bit of a heads up there with that video you might not have seen on the other channel, Data Purge. If you want to subscribe to that one, then great. Less goes up, but it's more like non-gaming stuff normally. Okay, so have a good weekend. And till next time, take good care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.